All right, so you want to know how to remove a tick from a dog? And here is the tick that I got on my thigh the other night. And this is in Utah, and apparently there's never been a case of anyone contracting Lyme's disease from a tick in Utah. Apparently, there's a big close-up of the tick, by the way, so you can see what a tick looks like. They're pretty flat. You'll see more of that in a minute. But here's the part that's, I'm going to show you how I remove the tick for myself. Hopefully that will help with removing a tick from your dog or cat. The challenge is going to be getting the animal to hold still. I've always been taught that you should put Vaseline or peanut butter over the ticks so that they can't breathe and they back out. And I've been told not to remove them with tweezers, which is exactly what I'm doing here right now. That's because we looked up the up-to-date information of what to do, and they said use fine-tip tweezers like these, grasp them as close to the bite as possible, and lift them straight up without twisting or jerking. And that's the part that's going to be hard with your animal until they come out, and then check the spot to make sure that everything's out and that nothing has broken off inside. And so I'm actually filming this with my iPhone. There we go, we got it out. And there's the site of the bite. You could see that it didn't have his entire head inside of me, so I was fortunate that way. But just checking the bite, making sure everything's out of there, there's nothing left behind. Editing this video several weeks, or about a week and a half after the bite. This is after we took the tick out, and as I mentioned, it's a couple weeks or a week and a half after, and no sign of any kind of disease or any problems. So apparently this method worked. So this is the tick after I pulled him out and put him on a paper plate. And to get rid of this sucker, they say not to squish it. You don't want to pop it open and get any potentially infected blood out in the open. And so I poured rubbing alcohol into the lid of the rubbing alcohol container and put the tick in that, and quite the resilient little bugger. Basically saying, no, that's not going to stop me. I had to keep dunking him back in, pushing him back in, and trying to get him back in. It took a while for it to finally die. So it's completely submerged in alcohol here, and he just kept going and going. But this gives you a pretty good view of what is a tick, what a tick looks like. We've got a lot of little beetles in this area as well. And my wife keeps asking, oh, is that a tick? Is that a tick? I'm like, no, it's a beetle. And then I woke up one morning with this guy in me. So now we know exactly what ticks look like. And so this is the method that we found online on all the official websites, how to remove a tick. I hope that helps with your dog or cat. And I hope this gives you a good idea of what a tick looks like. This is zoomed in with my iPhone as well, by the way. I was actually able to see this thing better zoomed in through my iPhone camera than I could see it with my own eyes. So I was holding my camera in one hand, the tweezers in the other. I was able to remove it pretty successfully.